Coming in at number 6, we have a guy who is 100 to 1. Now, those odds are high, and we're always so big on this guy. He was one of our sizzlers last week for Colonial, and he finished in a tie for third. 2 weeks before that, he finished in a tie for third as well. So this guy, one of the best putters on tour, and his game, we were talking about it, he seems to be playing some of the best, most consistent golf of his career right now. Patton Kizzire. Did I say his name?
Yes, Patton Kizzire. There's very few players, Diane, that you would walk onto the putting green to watch in total awe how they putt. Of course, I used to go watch Ben Crenshaw put the most silky, soft stroke you've ever seen in your life and pour one in after the other on the putting green. And I might go over and lucky enough to see Tom Watson with a totally different stroke of knocking in putts from all over the green. But Patton Kizzire, Diane, is the best, most beautiful, gorgeous stroke ever. The PGA Tour of this era. Mm-hmm. Kind of like Jordan Spieth, but prettier.
Okay.
And he does it very consistently. And if you weren't on our bandwagon when we got the guy to win the 1.3 million, and you weren't on the bandwagon when we told you he was going to be a sizzler last week and finish third, well, now, naturally speaking, Diane, he moves into the top 10 because we think there's still a little run left on this player. Mm-hmm. And where do you need excellent putting more than Jack's Place?
Patton is one of these guys that it's streaks, so he'll have a long streak of playing well, and then it could be followed by a long streak of playing not so well, and then he seems to be back on this streak of playing great golf, as we talked about. The putter is amazing. 6th on the PGA Tour when you look at the stats. You don't even need to see the stats. You just need to watch the tournament to see how good he is. But he's got 2 wins on the tour, and they both came pretty close together. Mayakoba and then the Sony Open just 2 months later. So as we said, he's on this good streak right now, and it's almost lasting longer. Like, you kind of see the longevity in his consistency right now.
Well, I talked to you earlier about Jason Kokrak. I'm starting to see Patton Kizzire move into a sort of a top 60 player in the world. I don't think he's made top 30, but he's starting to move that way. And you see the progression of players. I've talked to Patton many times. He always worries about his swing. That we all worry about our weakness. And I told Patton, I said, mate, let's get the ball in play. Let's get on the green like Crenshaw did, and let's do all the damage. Let's wreak havoc on the greens. I can't tell you because I'm seeing the damage that he's doing. Yes, he hasn't won, or no, he hasn't won, but I'm starting to see 63 in the last round, 64 in the last round, third last week, and I'm watching this stroke on TV, and I'm like, get this man on the green.
Hey, he's up to number 46 in the FedEx Cup standings as well. So that's big money for the season so far. And what a lovely place to be at this time in the season as well. So Patton Kizzire at 100 to 1. We have him at number 6.